And we're back in Heaven's Vault, having spoken to what seems to be one of the previous emperors, but a kid, or maybe, if not an emperor, maybe like an emperor's daughter or something like that. Who knows? But I guess that's done with now, so let's go to this glass house. I'm not going across that, mistress. The odds of collapse are enormous. I strongly suggest we use the hopper to return to the ship. Off you go then. Yeah, off you go then. Bye, 6. But I'll stay here. But why, mistress? Why must you insist on tormenting me? I decide when we leave, 6. Yeah, stop pestering me, not you. Now come on and stop complaining. Can he get across? He can get across, he's fine! The gardens here are quite remarkable, but the graves are surprisingly simple. No great tombs or mausoleums. Question, has this place been ransacked? It does not look to have been touched at all, mistress. Only grown over. Perhaps they believed their souls would return to the rivers. Did the emperors believe in the loop? I thought we confirmed that. There's an inscription here. Around the stones at the base. This is the end of a longer line of text. Waters. And... well, if this is below, this would be above. So that's simple. Happiness. That seems maybe wrong. Below. Earth below and waters above. And happiness inside. I don't know. What? It can't be... What do you mean? What? Why would that not be correct? That... Okay, that's kind of weird. Because in this context, that would make perfect sense to say Earth below. Right? Happiness is correct. Yeah. It's a little strange sometimes. Stones below? Does it have to be stones? Rock below? I guess? Stones below and waters above. And happiness between. Happiness... I mean, between is the only one that makes sense. I would have said, like, inside or within or something. Stones below and waters above, and happiness between. Yeah. That like, has to be it. That's the only thing that makes sense, right? Stones below and waters above, and happiness between. That will do for now. That does not seem likely, mistress. Evidently, it is one of the few features here that does not involve water. What? Are you saying that translation was wrong? Because that doesn't necessarily mean it wouldn't mention it. Can you tell the time by the sundial on Iox, mistress? Huang claims he can, but... But what? Huang would say anything to impress me. Don't tell him I said that. He's gonna tell him I said that. Nothing else here. You want to comment?
The air inside the glass house was damp. It smelt like fruit and warm water.
Uh-huh. Again, it's kind of weird, like, how did she even know? This is quite a collection, mistress. These plants must have once been assembled. Question? Someone's prized collection? Assembled over many years, I should imagine. Yeah, at least she's starting to say, like, speak quickly now instead of waiting, like, 3 seconds before she starts. The air is warm. The tree. It's even bigger close up. Reminds me of the Tree of Knowledge on Iox. Wait, mistress? What's up? What's up? What are you doing, man? The tree is the same as the one from Iox, mistress. Oh. Question? The tree is the same? Genetically speaking, either the tree on Iox is a cutting from this tree, or this tree is a cutting from the one on Iox. Makes sense? Interesting. Something among the leaves. Yes? What have we got? This is a scratched amulet made of silver. It looks like it dates from the Ioxian Empire. Look there. It's small, but there's an eagle and sun motif. No inscription on the pendant. I think this comes from the same place as the metal hoop we found here before. We got a lot of leads on a place called the Withering Palace now. This should make its location easier to find. Uh-huh. We can leave there. Water. Still flowing. After all this time. I would have thought it would be clogged with moss and dirt. Evidently it is constantly being washed by the water, mistress. That step is too steep for me, mistress, so stay behind. And now he goes off in a corner to sulk. That looks too narrow to squeeze through. What? No! What are you doing? I hope Six waited for me. No, he just left. Okay, I guess we just can't look to the left there. I want to see if there was something, like, on this side, but nope, we're not allowed. It's peaceful here. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Try the door. Stuck? Stuck. Why is every door in this place stuck? Looks like it should open outwards, though. Kick it. Shove the door. I just hope my shoulder doesn't go straight through. Great. Eek! No, like, taking... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage. 2 HP. Mistress! I heard a yell! Are you safe? I was just opening a door. With my body. I see you are still undamaged, mistress. No, I took 2 damage. It hurt a lot. The bridge didn't eat me, Six. I'm glad you didn't fall into a crack either. That's kind of strange. Like, that almost sounded like a line that should have been said when we first reunited, instead of the, like, oh, we have 3 new artifacts now. Oh, I thought he, like, cut that, but now it's just back again. Some kind of painting. Mostly worn away. Almost all worn away. I can't get anything from it. Question? What do you make of it, Six? There really was a lot of writing here once, mistress. A whole chronicle, perhaps. But I believe some characters can still be seen. Yeah, that's a lot. This one's a fractured piece from an even longer phrase. No idea. What? No. Really? Like, no idea at all? We can't even, like, try it? I know some of these things. Yeah, that's weird. Empire? Why did that not pop up? Of and... Maybe of here. All. Probably not. Is. What else do we have? We don't have emperor. There's no more of. There's no more and. There's no more is. So, what? Why are we not, like, saying anything else here? I guess there's just... That's why she said no idea? Like, we don't have a way to make it a full thing? We've seen this with the, like, X, basically, so, like, wouldn't this be just the opposite of what we had before? And, like, we've seen something similar to this as well. That seems strange that we just... If I go back in here now, is it gone? That we just don't have any ideas. Yeah, this is gone. Okay. Strange? Guess we need to look at that again later. What's this? It's a copper reliquary decorated with iron studs, dating from the early Empire. On the side is an inscription, mistress. Can we get some of those words? This is one end of a broken fragment of text. Yeah, we already have May. May, gods, your. I believe you can be confident of your translation for May now, mistress. And your must be right as well. May your love... may gods love your... heart, people, your eagle. Yeah, if this is friend, that must be people. May gods love your people. Would just make sense. May gods love your people. Some kind of offering box? And inside there's something. A bell carved with the impression of a boat. This looks to me like a bell from above a doorway. And there's an inscription on it. There's a few words in this one. Path. Come and go. Come and listen. Stay a while. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, like, come and listen. The bell. I guess. Amazing they could fit any symbols on it. I'd hazard that this comes from the same site as the reliquary and the figurine. This should help us work out where to look for the ancient pre-Empire site. You could have gone down here, you know? Why are you struggling? Mistress, I must complain at your decision to go off alone. There's a ramp! Without any way to detect your well-being, I was very close to leaving the moon. You wouldn't leave me. Your ethical core wouldn't let you leave me. Mistress, you do not understand how my core functions. So? My core is statistical. It works on probabilities. If the probability is that you are already dead or cannot be saved, then I fear it holds no obligation over me. Reply, normal. That doesn't sound very ethical to me. I confess it is a pragmatic design, mistress. We'll get that ethical core removed one of these days. My friend Aura could do it. With respect, mistress, I am certain she could not. Mad. Angry. Down there, 6. I wonder what I do without her. And then the cliff collapses and it plummets into the abyss. And now we're back. Perhaps we have seen all this site has to offer, mistress. Kind of, yeah. We have acquired 3 more interesting artifacts here. Also, we have discovered enough to exactly locate 1 more new location of interest, a pre-Empire site. Are you ready to go now? We still have more to do here. I don't think we do, but I just don't want to get rushed. I want to look around a little more. Should I try and jump the gap again, just to piss him off? That seems fun. And yeah, we never found a key, I guess. I feel like there's something you're not telling me, mistress. Oh, wrong person. Something is different about you. I'm gonna tell him, I guess. I saw something down there. Because we already did, allegedly. I wasn't going to tell you. 6. I spoke to a ghost. I put this hoop I found on a plinth buzzing with static, and a face appeared. It spoke to me. Curious. What did it say? It was scared. We can mention the Withering Palace later. A recording, presumably. Much as Professor Mayari might send you a recording of herself to converse with. Recordings are responsive, as you know, but fixed in manner. They are broad, but not deep. That is their nature. I see, okay, well that's actually good to know, that, like, recording in this world does not mean a fixed thing. It just means, like, a recording that you can interact with in some respects, but it's, like, just a little snippet kind of thing. Or, like, has a very narrow, like, application in a way. But I spoke to it. It spoke back. You are surprised, mistress? Tell me, right now, who do you believe yourself to be talking to? There is no one here but you. Oh god, that's depressing. Question. You have a brain, don't you? You like to pretend you do. I do not understand robot minds, mistress, despite being equipped with one, but Master Remba once described a robot as a mirror. Its reflection will vary as it is shifted, and yet the mirror itself contains nothing. Big question. Who do you think she was? The ghost in the shrine? I will not speculate, mistress, but I cannot imagine most people were recorded in this way. So the ghost was royalty? At least. Big question! But how did it happen? What actually is this metal hoop thing? Did you not recognize the hoop immediately, mistress? I have one. Evidently it is a robot neck. Removed and repurposed. Most macabre. I see. A neck? Certainly. It contains the projector, perhaps also the sequencer for the core. If you will, it brings the recorded soul to life. The neck animated the core that was stuck inside the figurine? The child you spoke to is not stuck anywhere, mistress. Evidently it is merely a recording. Okay. Bust open the door. We could break it down. Perhaps mistress intends to use my holographic head as a battering ram. Yes, that sounds good. No need to be snippy, 6. There's no need to be persistently inaccurate, mistress. I was talking to the voice of a dead emperor. Okay, we're jumping back and forth. Indeed. Old emperors to advise new ones. Immortality of a kind. The child becomes empress. I want to open this. Break down the door, 6. God damn it. But the real question is the Withering Palace. The voice in the statue mentioned it. The voice told you something? Most interesting. And we can't, like, jump over here at this point, right? So I guess it's about time to leave. The Withering Palace, 6. Somewhere in the Withering Ways, perhaps? He's uninterested. Last one. If this site was built during the Empire, but the statue was carved in ancient times like the one on Maersi, then perhaps the garden was built around the goddess herself? Big reply! That's why they chose such a lush place for a graveyard. Because of the death goddess. They were going by the gods. Great. Yeah, I don't really understand those, like, big filled-in things, because sometimes they just seem to be about the same as a normal question. Let's get back to the Nightingale. Very good. Yeah. Be ready, mistress. And so we left the surface of the Emperor's graveyard. With enough new information to locate 2 previously unknown sites. Yeah. But I guess we're gonna go back to Elbereth and check in with Oroi. See if that, like, does anything at this point. We should sail to Iox. Interesting. Interesting proposition there. A curious place, mistress. So much water. If we could ship it, you would be very rich. We could make Elbereth bloom. Maybe I could tell someone about the place. Big remark. That whole moon, Six. It must have once been filled with voices like hers. A head atop every shrine. All talking. Arguing. Laughing. That place was a haven. And now you could hear a pebble drop. Anything new to look at? Just the nebula again? Mistress? Nothing, okay. We're done talking about the nebula. Oh, this thing. I wondered if the thing Toppy gave us was a compass, but no matter how I fiddled with it, it only points where I point it. Indeed, mistress. In my opinion, it is more of the oh god, I can't read that. Jesus. It has more of the appearance of a spatial calculator. Good lord. This is why I hate auto-scrolling text. When I just stumble like that, it just becomes very awkward in, like, video form. Let's take to the river. I will prepare the braces. What? That was a question. I didn't, like, click that. That was weird. Uh-huh. 2 new things. But we can also go to Elbereth or Iox. And what do you mean, unknown moon? On the Iolite moon, Remba had hidden away some artifacts that Six had traced to somewhere close to Elbereth. I don't know enough to find it, unless we just, like, go around randomly, I guess. I don't know if you can find it that way. My friend, the mechanicist Oroi. She's looking at the crown right now. Yeah, unless she sold it on. Also the holographic robot neck. Should we go back there? I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. I don't know if we have, like, a timer, because it says, like, oh, 7 days ago we did this and this. So maybe it's, like, after a while, Six is gonna be like, you have to go back, or I'm gonna arrest you. I mean, let's go to Elbereth, I think. Oh, no, no, I don't want to do that. This seems very risky. I don't want to go to Iox. We're just gonna, like, tease Six. Honestly, since it's going this way, maybe we should try and go here or something. An eclectic series of ancient artifacts. The Metal Sphere. Before the Empire. A lost city. Find more artifacts. Yeah, I kind of feel like I would rather go to the Withering Palace then. Yeah, I can't read this in time, it's too quick. Uh-huh. Yeah. I think we will go to Elbereth. Let's do that. And, I probably don't have time to sail the entire way. I guess we'll see, like, what happens if I find something along the way, and then we can stop there. Or we could just, like, autopilot, I guess. I could do that. Oh, come on. Really? Fuck you, game. Dude, missed turning! Fuck you! You absolute bullshit game. The Guard Moon was the most curious find. The Holy Empire was founded on our belief in rebirth. They believed in the Great Loop. Yeah, that was just straight up bullshit. Oh, you're such a bad driver. You missed the turn. Graveyards were unnecessary. Perhaps the emperors did not believe in the loop. Or did not believe in the loop. Humans, I've observed, are fickle. I'm just gonna see if we get, like, some other... Either of the branches, yeah. If we get some other, like, cool... conversations. Must we return to Elbereth, mistress? I dislike the place. What's wrong with Elbereth? You can't even smell it. It is the suffering, mistress. My ethical core finds it upsetting. I would rather not see it. Well, then stay on the ship. Yeah, I just want to see if we have, like, a couple conversations about what's just happened, otherwise we'll pass control. Oh! Oh yeah, that's much better. Then we skipped this whole thing. Why didn't that show up before? Go right, you fucking dumbass. Jesus. That's how the hologram I saw in the graveyard spoke to me in the Emperor's graveyard. Oh, ruins! The power of the shrine activated the recording of her in the foil. Keep talking, no! The ring on top just projected the image, okay. Which must be how Six's face works too. Good thing it doesn't cut this off. A ruin, I would guess it dates from the early Empire days. Found a brass compass with a claw motif. Uh-huh. That's good. This might help us locate that one site. Fragment of text. Paths. Tells of. Yeah, tells is correct. Paths is correct. Yeah, that's like one thing that's a little simple, is that they clearly haven't thought about, like, context. It's just like, if you correctly place a word, like, twice or 3 times, like, it might even be just twice, then it will be confirmed. If you incorrectly place it twice, then it will be said to be, like, wrong. Even though in some context, the wrong one would make more sense, but she still says, no, that doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, I guess you can't really have context for every single word and every single time you attempt to use it. Okay, what else? Infinite stars? Nebula? Infinite stars? Nebula tells of our? Your? You? Our? Or its? Yeah, that must be Nebula. Nebula tells of ours paths. Its paths. I mean, can't you just say our? Yeah, because it's like, maybe our instead. But haven't we had, like, our... Because our is more, like, multiple people, right? So we would have some other symbols, I think? So maybe it is just Nebula tells of its paths. Let's try that. Nebula tells of its paths. Do you want to mention anything about that? Most likely this comes from the same source as the compass and the telescope. Yeah. Should help us locate an unknown moon. Toppy would kill to acquire the compass. Okay. And I think that will have to be it. It's saved just now. So we're going to have to start from here. Let's just check, like, where I am. I'm right here. Going into this place. We just went to a ruin. So, yeah. Let's check if we can, if we start, like, right here, or if we start back here, or how that works. If we start ahead, that seemed to happen, like, one time. And, wait. Why is this even telling me to go here? This won't work. How am I gonna do this? just go here, and then, like, will I actually be able to get in here to Elbereth? I don't think so, but I'm just gonna trust what he's saying, I guess. Or we could just autopilot. I might just autopilot, and then, like, it'll just happen. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye!